If you clicked on this video, the chances are that you're feeling a little bit lost, and maybe you're in your 20s, maybe you're in your 30s, and it feels like everyone around you just has things figured out. They're landing their dream jobs and hitting their milestones, and you're browsing LinkedIn, seeing that everyone has it figured out. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, what am I doing in life? Well, I just want to reassure you, first and foremost, that I feel the same. And I don't think people say that enough, especially when you're in your 20s and your 30s and you have this expectation to have everything figured out, have that dream job ready after working so hard for 10 to 15 years on your education. But it just doesn't work like that, and it's heartbreaking. Firstly, please take a deep breath, because I promise you, we have and maybe are still all in that position, and millions of other people apart from just me and you. And I wish people talked about it more, but you don't get to see that because people want to have a facade of success, and it's really hard to say that you're not where you dreamt of being, or you don't feel comfortable in life where you're at. And I don't think that this conversation is spoken about in friendship groups either. So people end up feeling very, very lost within themselves and thinking that they've not done enough, despite having reached so many milestones that you must be proud of. So let's talk about it. You're in that strange phase where you've just left your safety net of childhood and transitioning into your adulthood phase. But adulthood hasn't actually given you all the answers yet. And that's okay. Society loves to sell us that by 25 we have to have everything figured out. A dream job, a solid relationship, and a clear life path, knowing where you want to go, what you want to do, and who you want to be. Do I even know who I am now? And I'm so different to who I was 10 years ago, and I'm still learning. Let me tell you my background. And many people used to come up to me saying, oh, you know exactly what you're doing, you have everything figured out. And I would just stare into space like, no, no, I don't. I promise you, I have faced years of just breakdowns, of just feeling so overwhelmed and lost, just getting by day to day and just feeling proud of that sometimes. Despite reaching so many milestones, I've just never felt enough. And maybe that's because I'm comparing myself to so many other people and seeing how much they've progressed, but I should be comparing myself, to my previous self, to how far I've come, not against other people, because you can only better yourself, and that should be the biggest achievement of all. Truth is, your 20s and 30s, I think, are meant to be messy. That is the point. The same thing as my childhood. It's supposed to be messy, but I spent it working so hard, trying to get the perfect grades to get into medicine. It's okay to explore a little bit. It's okay to have it a little bit messy, and it's going to stay messy. Probably in your 40s, 50s and 60s, and that's what life is about. From speaking to my parents, even they don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're just figuring it out slowly, day by day, and I think that's the whole point. It's not to have that end goal, but it's to experience the journey. So it's a big reminder that there's no one size fits all as a timeline for success and happiness. I'm going to share a little bit about my own journey, which I don't really talk about a lot because I was quite insecure about it for a very long time and was quite hard to get through. But I'm just going to be honest because it's only going to help people out there feeling the same as me. I've spent a lot of my life chasing milestones, thinking that they were the key to success and happiness. That's what I thought I had to do. That's what I thought I had to be. When I was younger, I had a beautiful childhood, but I did spend a lot of time working very, very hard to get into med school. That was my aim, to get straight A's, to be the perfect student, to do the best I can in every single way. And yes, it took me down different avenues and paths to become a more rounded self. But yeah, a lot of it was spent just working really hard. And whilst I don't regret working hard, I do regret not living life to its maximum, not appreciating the lack of responsibility I had when I was younger, the amount of space, time and freedom I had to try new things before I completely settled. Right now, I'm at a phase where I'm in the most beautiful long-term relationship with my husband. Well, I'm married, in another way of saying it. We've bought our first home together, which was my absolute dream, apart from being a doctor, was just being so young and buying our first home. And we did end up buying our first home very young. But after going through all of these milestones, I just realized that it wasn't about the end goal. It wasn't about getting to this point of having this house, having this relationship. It was the complete journey of getting there. It was enjoying the process, the random jobs that I did to earn that money, and the things that I tried, from acting to dancing to warehouses to learning about new software and working in big companies. Even though I may have hated some parts of it, I loved the way I got here. Not to say I'm not happy where I am, but I don't think that once you get to that point that you're going to be completely fixed and solved and you've made it and you think, that's it, I can settle now, I'm done. Your mind will always want more, and that's just how the human brain works. You just want to have the next milestone and the next goal, and now I'm just working towards, okay, what can I do next? Now we've got here, what's next? Is it the next house? Is it the next business? You know, and it just doesn't stop, and people end up doing this constantly until they're too late and too old to try things that they actually wanted to do, if you can relate. In school, I thought, okay, I just need to get 10 A's and A stars and I'll get into a dream college and be set for med school. In college, I thought, okay, I just need to apply to some med schools and, you know, that's when I'll be set because I'm going to get exactly where I wanted to be. I'm going to get those 3 A's and I'm going to get there. I'm going to pass my UKCAT entrance exams. I did that. Then I thought, okay, I finally got into my dream university after 1 year of applying, being rejected, and I'm finally made it. This is it. Went all the way to Norwich in the middle of nowhere. And then I thought, okay, I just need to get through these exams. I just need to get through and get the best grades possible and graduate. Once I graduated, right, medicine may not be for me. I don't know if I want to be a doctor anymore, and had the biggest midlife / quarter life crisis ever and pivoted to economics. I did the diploma in medicine but didn't fully end up doing the degree because I wanted to do a complete degree and masters in economics instead. So that was crazy, and it definitely shocked a lot of my family and myself, but I've been feeling this way for a very long time. But because I thought that was the right thing to do, and because I'd worked so long on it, I thought that was the only way I could go. But I took the leap, I took the jump, transitioned to economics and completely deviated from medicine. The main thing was that I absolutely loved and enjoyed what I did, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I then thought, let's get that graduate job. I need to prove myself. Why did I change? I need to prove that I can get the job that I want, and show and prove that I've made it to myself. So I got a grad scheme. A grad scheme is very hard to get, especially during COVID times, and we did it. We got the internship, we got the grad scheme, and I thought I had made it. That's when you know you've made it. I joined my grad scheme. Then over the next 3 years, completely had the biggest existential life crisis where I just didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know why I was doing what I was doing. Everything I was doing was to make money in a company, and for me, I just didn't feel fulfilled, and I couldn't help feel to myself that I changed course. I then got the job that I wanted, and I still didn't feel completely content or happy or successful. And I'd see people around me doing so many different things, and I still didn't feel good enough. I still felt lost, and I just didn't know what to do. And I honestly had so many breakdowns. I just couldn't figure out what I was meant to do in life, and I still don't know. But now I am just trying to try new things. That's my goal. My goal is to try as many things as possible in life, because I know that no matter where I get, I won't know if that's for me until I try it. And even if it isn't, that's still good to know, because at least you've tried something new, you've experienced something new in life, and then you're going to try something completely different. It is tough out there, especially the job market, and I firsthand know how overwhelming it can feel when you work so hard your entire life to try get somewhere and still feel like you don't have everything figured out. But the point is that wherever you are, think about the journey of wherever you are. Think about the skills that you're learning, even if it's a job that you don't like. Think about the people and the connections that you're making. Think about the experiences that you're having that you may not have had before. Looking back at my previous job, I thought I really didn't like it, but when I think about the amount of things that I got to try, premieres I got to go to, the amount of people that I met that I could still go to for advice, and I probably wouldn't change that experience. Every experience definitely counts, and I'm trying to make light of every situation now, which is really hard to do. I'm still not enjoying completely what I'm doing now, but it's just a journey and I'm trying to figure it out. And I definitely recommend you to also just keep trying new things. That's the only way you'll learn and grow. Try that new business idea, try invest a little bit. Try a completely new hobby, because you never know where it leads. It's all of this. I even started a little decor business because I realised that's how I loved when I was wedding planning. And while that didn't last very, very long because of time, at least I got to try something new and also made some money on the side, which was great. So yeah, I definitely have a new approach to life, but I still feel that way, and I think I'm going to have the expectation that I will continue to feel that way for a very long time, maybe till I'm old, who knows. But I'm slowly trying to drop that we have to have everything figured out, because we don't. We really don't. Please don't feel like you do need to. Just take it step by step, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, one job at a time, and slowly start to learn more about yourself, what you like, what you don't like, and just slowly, incrementally move more closer towards where you feel more happier. That's all we can do. Most importantly, let's just remember that our 20s and 30s aren't a race, as much as society loves to make it out to be, and how much I hate scrolling on LinkedIn. It's about self-discovery. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to fail. It's okay to succeed. It's okay to take a break to figure things out. You're building your foundation for the rest of your life, and you don't need to just be faster than everyone else. It doesn't make a difference. People are so involved in what they're doing themselves that they're barely going to actually notice what you're doing. The people that you probably admire now didn't have everything figured out that early on either. And honestly, the best part is just figuring it out itself. Definitely reflect every single day a little bit on maybe something you want to try, maybe something that you're finding challenging, and take a small step towards exploring it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you know you're not lost, you're just finding your way one step at a time.